these brothers from these other channels, these other networks, these other platforms, i.e. Black News 102, Netta, and all of these brothers coming at.
Bring me that at the desk.
And all of these brothers.
I'm gonna show you how to get rid of it.
All of these brothers coming at our property. You know.
That's cool. No, my demonstration.
And they come at us.
We're gonna show you how to get rid of all.
And I need you to show me, brother.
I'm gonna show you how to get rid of all these.
I'm tired of these guys. I'm tired of these guys.
This is how you get rid of all these characters.
How do we get rid of them, brother? I need to know how we get rid of these guys, Moorish World. We need to know, and I'm with my big brother, so let's see what he says.
This is how you get rid of them.
Uh-oh.
So, you know, I'm a simple man. I'm not gonna get on here and act like I'm some brother get to articulating some long, big old words. I'm just a regular Moorish American, but Noble Drew Ali is the man.
Exactly.
Without Noble Drew Ali, boy, you wouldn't have none of these groups around here talking about no life matter. Islam. And you Moors that's inside here refuse to comply with the rules in regard to the French Moor sign temple, and the prophet instruct y'all that he's not tolerating any interference with the operation of the national divine movement. There's a part for you on here.
Welcome to Moorish World TV. I'm here with my big brother, Kenu Bey. That's my big brother, and I traveled all the way from Baltimore, Maryland to attend the 89th annual convention with our grand body, but I would be remiss if I did not come across town to see my big brother and interview my big brother for Moorish World TV. So, my brother, I have to ask you, first and foremost, please tell the people who you are for those that have been asleep for so long that they haven't seen you in the last 20 or 30 years, brother.
Oh, Islam, praise be to Allah and honor to his prophet, Noble Drew Ali, honor to the hills and babes who carry the spirit of the prophet. Islam is my true religion. Islam is the law. And through the logos of Circle 7, the law must live. I am Brother Kenu Bey, Grand Sheikh, Moorish Science Temple of America, the Grand Major Temple here in Chicago, here with my big brother, Islam. Blessing he seen fit to put me on the camera. I'm just a simple Moorish American, servant of Allah, servant of the Prophet, trying to get the work done. I don't house Ethiopian Islam. I'm a brother of love, true peace, freedom, and justice, and I'm about some work. You know where some work at? Uplifting for all of humanity. Here we are. Peace.
Peace.
We can keep going on. What else, bro?
Peace, my brother. So look, we know that in the Moorish paradigm right now, there's a lot of confusion as it relates to if our prophet is a prophet and if we are Moors, as it relates to the Moorish Science Temple of America and the historical Moors. I don't want to get too much into the dogma of it, but how do we represent today for the young children that don't know? We're not trying to dispute those detractors because we know they just trying to start confusion and division. But how do we express to the young children that we are Moors and we are a relation to the Moors of the old days?
Well, actually, mathematics don't lie.
Absolutely, my brother.
You know, when you look at, I trace myself back in my condition when I was in the streets in the world and taking on more science. I see how it can transform me into a body beautiful, learn to love and study hate, knowing my nationality, my birthright, my ancient divine creed, and taking my rightful place in the affairs of men's and nation. Only a prophet could have done that. He was a divine warner because he internalized a lie in us. We no longer look for spooks in the sky. He taught us that our religion is Islamism. We don't even believe it, we practice it, Islam. So, you know, those that don't think Noble Drew Ali is a prophet, you're missing the greatest thing that could ever come into your household. That is your Jesus. That's the one you were talking about that was coming back. So how you going to deny him now, Islam? So, those that said Noble Drew Ali is not a prophet, well, may Allah continue to bless you. You keep it moving, Islam. Just don't interfere with the Operation National Divine Movement because our prophet means dearly to us, and some of us don't play like that. Islam? So, you know, I'm a simple man. I'm not going to get on here and act like I'm some brother get to articulating some long, big old words. I'm just a regular Moorish American, but Noble Drew Ali is the man.
Exactly.
Without Noble Drew Ali, boy, you wouldn't have none of these groups around here talking about no life matter. Islam? But I want to say to the Moorish American, we should learn to love instead of hate, keep our hearts and minds pure with love and our body clean with water, we should get away from debating with individuals, Islam, because there's nothing to debate about. One Allah, one prophet, one temple. Islam. I don't care. I mean, you got two conventions going on, but we still Moorish American. Your 101 better say who made you. And when you get to 12, it better ask you what was his nationality. Islam. So we learn to love, man. I'm just so happy, man, just to be among Moors, conscious Moors, just building the Moorish Empire. Islam. So.
Let's ask. I want to ask, where are we at right now? Because you know, I'm from Baltimore, and Baltimore can be slightly similar to Chicago. You know, so I want the people to know where I'm at right now, because I want y'all to know that all of these that's yelling Black Power, they don't leave off their block. All of these that's yelling Black Power, they won't even go around the corner to the hood and film. You know, I'm right now with my big brother right now, Kenu Bey. I drove here. I drove here to come and see my brother, and I want the world to know that our prophet teaches us that our message is for the common people, so we must come to the common people. Tell the people where we at, my brother.
First of all, we're on 79th and Ingleside, South Side Chicago, where bodies was laying everywhere. Before we got here, it was bodies everywhere. I'm not boasting and entertaining, but those are things of no worth. But before we got here, this neighborhood was terrible shooting, but now they love the prophet. I mean, they haven't come all the way in, but they know that the prophet is here. Islam. But we in one of the worst so-called communities in Chicago. We 2 blocks off of Cottage Grove. And who haven't heard of Cottage Grove? The brother say he think Baltimore is something like this. This is Baltimore. It's if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we put the pristine beauty of Noble Drew Ali out there, and we convey the conversation of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. People are receptive to that conversation. We feed the hungry, we clothe the neck, and we teach the young and yet unborn. Islam, and that's what we're about, man. And the brother, he has to have a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? Because the brother know he in Baltimore right now. Because he drove up here in Chicago like, wait, I'm at home. What's up? What y'all want to do? Islam. So, you know, it's always a blessing. But I got a story to tell you, Count. Well, this is going to be a story, and then I'm going to just completely cut it off. One day, Mo, it was a temple full of Moors. I mean, a temple, it was packed, Mo. And they were saying they'll die for the prophet. They'll walk the concrete out of the ground for the prophet. Islam. So it was 4 brothers on the outside hearing all this, right? And they had black masks on, right? So they kicked the door of the temple in. Remember, all them ones just saying they'll die for the prophet. Right. Shot up in there, they ran over each other getting out the temple, right? Now it was 5 people still on the stage, right? Listen to the story. 5 people still on the stage, right? So the brother told the other brother with the mask on, lock that door. These cats must think we playing. So he locked the door. So they asked the 5 on the stage, y'all not gonna get out here? They say our life is a willing sacrifice for the prophet and the movement. So the brothers say, they took their masks off. They said, we can have service now because we can get rid of all the hypocrites.
Let's get them up out here. Let's get them up out here.
Islam.
We talking about a soldier right here.
Yes, sir.
See,
praise Allah.
See, when you look at a brother like this, you look at a brother like me. Like we kindred spirits when it relates to the fact that we're not only willing to die for the prophet, but we'll do something else for the gospel too. But we'll leave that right there.
Yes,
but
sir.
Nevertheless, my brother, I want to ask you, what kind of work that other Moorish Americans can do? What kind of work can they offer? Moorish Americans do this. We make a lot of excuses, and I say we as it relates to those who sitting on their hands. How can we motivate them to do the work that you are doing, or that your brothers and our brothers are doing here?
Actually, to be honest with you, they will be surprised of the reception that they get from Asiatics that know nothing about the prophet. They would grab them and hug them because their Savior has arrived. Islam. They need to get out here in these streets.
Islam.
Actually, if you see everybody on the convention pictures, you notice they are families.
Yes.
First start with your family, because family start, charity started at home before going abroad. Islam. Bring your family into the constitutional reality of what is. Islam. But you need to get out here, set up programs, talk to the youth, and the tough guys. We don't want to talk to number tough people. See, we want to talk to the tough brother. The one that walked down the street and with his pants down. And I tell the older brothers, don't tell him to pull it up until you put some on. Islam. You know, because he needs a packer for his life. Islam. But these young brothers, they have no fathers. They have no mothers. And a lot of us forgot the crack age. that a lot of these children in the street are what they classify as crackheads. And if you go over some of these young brothers and sisters' houses that's in the public, you would say, woof, it would be an utter shame to see what they're living in. So when they hit the streets, it's terrible. You know what I'm saying? And then another thing, they don't see nothing we own. When they get up in the morning, they go buy the milk out of the Arab store, a foreigner. Everything they get is from foreigners. But the Moors, it's on the Moorish Americans. Let the action of thy life show our love to his law. A lot of Moorish Americans are playing with the prophet's teaching.
Islam.
And I'm going to tell you who they are, Mo.
Islam.
They're just the same.
Islam.
And they swallowing with greed and lessons. And they're producing nothing. And they're classifying themselves as authority in the MSTFA. Now, I love all the leaders of the Moorish Science Temple of America. I disrespect none of you. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell us nothing until you start doing something.
Islam, wrap this little interview up. I want to say this. How do, this is one of the questions as I go around. I've been in New York, I've been everywhere, you know what I mean? Philly. How do we ultimately bring it together? With me, I'm already together. My perspective is, it's okay. One thing we don't have to do, as you just mentioned, is bring somebody over here. Bring somebody over here and do that. But how do we bring it all together that we all have one thought, regardless of where you plant your flag or your constitution or your the charter?
Right.
Regardless.
First of all, man,
How do we get
a lot of Moors are in violation of the covenant. Because the covenant cleans up everything that you say.
Islam.
When we separate in the world, you go back to Baltimore.
Islam.
Remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity.
Islam.
They got to stop preferring strange ideas, Mo. You know what I'm saying? We're one body of people, Mo. You got a fez on, I got a fez on. Your logo said the same as mine. Didn't you want to know why? Islam, and I want to know why.
Islam.
Is it another prophet? And we know it ain't but one prophet in this house, and that's Noble Ali. That's the only influence in this house.
And I try to push this idea because, like, when I leave here, matter of fact, I was in our Grand Body D. Bellier. When I left there, I went to R. Jones Grand Body with my brother Sharif Bey. I left there, I come here. When I leave here on October the 8th, I'm going to another brother involved, Braithwaite. I'm going there. In my travels, I am trying to show by demonstrating the unity when we separate in the world. How do we impart that to those that have them old age hatreds and separation? Is there a way?
Well, I got to keep saying what our prophet say, Mo. We're not putting new wine in our own skin, Mo. I'm not going to say anything that Noble Ali didn't say. These looking for it, not going forward, Mo. I'm not saying you.
Oh, no, you're good, brother.
Most of these older brothers or sisters that's in Moorish science that are not carrying out the works of the prophet because they don't understand the works of the prophet.
Islam.
A lot of Moors pretend like they know their Koran, Mo.
Islam.
See, you can emulate other people very good, but the work is on you. Islam. Right. See, if you teach me something, I got to go out there and demonstrate it. Right. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep just tickling people's ears with no theories. Islam about Noble Ali. But if they don't want to do it, we gonna do it, Mo.
Islam.
We come out of circle in here. Whoever bring up an idea in here, that's your idea.
Praise the Lord.
Don't try to throw it over here. If you think we should do this, then you got it down pat. You know all the ins and outs on it.
Yes.
So let's get it done. Islam?
Islam.
And talking about another Moorish American, I love D. Bailey. Let me make that perfectly clear.
Islam.
And have never come against him. I love Rashwell Bay.
Islam.
Have never come against him. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of Moors, I'm not going to say that. Right. Because I'll be lying to you. Right. But those two Moors I got affection for. Right. Islam. Edward Hill, oh, that's my man. Barnes Bay, where? Is he up here?
No, Barnes Bay, he couldn't make it this year.
Yeah, because I'd be totally upset, Barnes Bay. That's my man. We hung in the street somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere. That's my man. I love that Mo. That Mo is a go-getter. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, he ain't playing either, Mo.
Yes, he is.
You know what I'm saying? And I like that about him, Mo. But we're one people. Because if anything unfold with Bailey Hill, you know what I'm saying? He got a second protocol. He may not know it. Yes. But we got our eyes to the ground and our ears to the ground. Yes. Braswell Bay. Any Moorish American in Chicago that's with the prophet. Islam. We might not be in your grand body, but nobody's going to disrespect Moorish American in Chicago. And that's how it's nobody. Nobody. We may fight among each other and shout the roof off, and that better be it. Any outside or anything else? No, sir, we're not going for that.
Praise God. And to speak on that before, and this is the last thing I got to do, because we are Moorish World TV and we address all this controversy about our prophet that people just keep putting out nonsense.
Talk to him, Mo. Yes, sir.
How do we address these guys like, and I don't want to go too over the top with it, but this is the elephant in the room. We have these brothers from these other channels, these other networks, these other platforms, i.e. Black News 102, Shinetta, and all of these brothers coming at.
Bring that at the desk.
And all of these brothers.
I'm gonna show you how to get rid of it.
All of these brothers coming at our prophet. You know.
That's whoop. No, my demonstration.
And they come at us.
We're going to show you how to get rid of all these
And I need you to show me, brother.
Yes, I'm going to show you how to get rid of all these
I battle these guys. I battle these guys.
This is how you get rid of all these characters.
How do we get rid of them, brother?
This is how you get rid of them.
I need to know how we get rid of these guys, Moorish World. We need to know, and I'm with my big brother, so let's see what he said.
This is how you get rid of them.
Uh-oh.
This is how you get rid of them, Mo.
Praise the Lord.
It's on your medallion, Mo.
Yes.
Yeah,
Use it wisely, Mo.
Yes.
Because Allah is inside of it.
Yes.
Tempt not his anger, lest thou be destroyed.
Yes.
One day, y'all gonna stop laughing at Prophet Noble True Ali in the Moorish Scientific Mary. And you Moors that's inside here to refuse to comply with the rules in regard to the branch Moorish Scientific. And the Prophet instruct y'all that he's not tolerating any interference with the operation of natural divine movement. There's a part for you on here.
Islam.
Praise Allah.
Islam.
And that wasn't no threat. That was a divine warning.
That's a divine warning.
Yes, sir.
Because guess what? To your way be yours and to our way be ours.
Yes, ma'am.
Let it ride. I ain't calling myself black. I don't care if you call yourself Moorish. But however, when you look out your window, the shooting going on in Harlem is going on here in Chicago.
Oh, no question.
The shooting that's going on in Chicago is going on in Baltimore. And so what we need is resolution. With my brother Kenu Bey, I must say before I close, any parting words for Moorish World TV?
The gifts of understanding are the treasures of Allah, and he appointed to everyone his portion and with measure seeking good unto himself. But communicated to the ignorant, those that don't know, for their instruction, communicate to the wise by our own improvement. You can perfect yourself from another wise brother. Islam?
Islam.
And with that, don't peep in the shallow stream of your own minds and peace with them pebbles at the bottom. Don't even try to bring them up and show them, because they're not pearls. Islam?
Islam.
And them other knuckleheads that'll close your brethren, watch them, because they're going to expose you to the light. We're going to see that fez you thought was a fez, nothing but dirt on your head. And with